Good afternoon, all. Thank you very much for coming over on short notice. Today, we received another snapshot of where our economy stands. Today, the June job numbers came out, and it shows that employment rose by 147,000 jobs in June. The employment rate it held steady at 4.1%. We're seeing continued strength in state and local government hiring, and more Americans are finding work in healthcare. And that's a field that touches every family across this country. But we also see some challenges that demand our attention. The federal workforce shrank again last month, and that's a concern. That's a concern because we need a fully staffed, a responsive government to deliver services, protect the homeland, and carry out the work the American people expect. And that's one of the things we are going to work on. It's very disappointing as I make my rounds in the nation's capital, and as you ride by and drive by a building, the Ronald Reagan building there in D.C., and that used to be the home of USAID. It's now empty. That would not happen under my administration. Under my administration, we would never do anything like that. And the reports that are coming out today are showing that. These numbers are reflective of the shrinking government, and we're not going to do that under my administration. These numbers come from two key surveys, one that measures employment by industry and one that looks at labor force precipitation, or people taking part in it, by households and demographics. Together, they help us understand not just how many jobs are being created, but who's benefiting and where we still need to do more. My economic plan is focused on just that: creating good paying jobs, supporting working families, and making sure every community, rural, urban, and suburban, has a chance to grow. That is my commitment to you. We still have work ahead, but we're moving forward. And I won't stop. You have my word on this. I won't stop until every American who wants a job can find one with dignity, with security, and with opportunity. And that's what we should do as elected officials. And that's been my promise for the past 4 years, to make sure that every able-bodied person in this country has a job. That you're not hurting because you can't find a job. There are a lot of jobs that are open right now, and so we need to take advantage of that. It hurts me to see the amount of people that are on the street. I know this is kind of getting off a little off target, but we're better than that. We need to get them the help. We need to get the people on the street the help they need to become meaningful and productive citizens of our country. There's no reason why they can't. There's no reason why they can't. And I'm often reminded of a former occupant of this high office, and he talks about work and how a paycheck is more than about money. It's about dignity. And I said this time and time again, there's no better feeling than to get that paycheck. I remember when I got my first paycheck working at Lee's grocery store in DeSoto, Texas. Wasn't much, but it was my first paycheck, and how proud I was of it. I earned that money. Now I know it's not so glamorous with the advent of direct deposit, but still, there's nothing more important than getting that paycheck and getting the money that you earned you earned, and it wasn't given to you. So I'm encouraged by these numbers today. I believe we can accomplish what we set out to do. I know we talked about this for 4 years. Unemployment's hanging in there. It's not going up, and it's not coming down. But I still believe we can get the unemployment to 3%, and that's something that I want to work on a lot when Congress comes back from their summer recess, which I know they're getting ready to start here. So I'm encouraged by these numbers. I'm a little concerned about the shrinkage in government jobs, but again, under my administration, that would not be happening. Matter of fact, if anything, the orders has already been signed to reinstate USAID and to restart that mission. So, thank you again very much, guys, for coming over on short notice. And everybody have a great 4th. Thank you, guys. Thank you.